Hello guys, and welcome to episode 25 of my Endless Legend playthrough, playing as the Forgotten, and today it's looking like it's going to be the last episode of this playthrough. We are probably about 15 turns from victory. Currently our next technology is going to cost us 87,000 dust, and we are making 10,558 per turn. We will be making a lot more once we come out of winter as well, so things are going to get pretty crazy and it's not going to take us very long at all. Either way, let's continue with this assassin. We are just going to keep searching these ruins, and we are on turn 228. We have till turn 300 to finish the game, so it looks like we're going to be done way before then. We're not actually highest on score at the moment, but we'll find out why that is after the game. Like, the Wild Walkers are on 4,153. I think it's mainly because they control a lot of the wonders that you can create throughout the game. Maybe because they're high on quest score as well. So we do have a lot of resources to sell, so I will do that in a second after I've finished moving this assassin. Nothing of interest, and I think that's about it for everything in my territory. Let's go and try and get into the enemy territory and search those ruins. So this guy, I don't know what we're going to do with him now. I guess we can head towards the inspirational leader trait. And population evolution, Emaroya, level 5. Get that Burrow Street up in the queue. And what I need to do is go to the marketplace and sell some of this resource. So I'm surprised how much that this titanium actually sells for, especially considering I'm making so much of it. Glass still sells for a lot. That sells for a lot. So does Hyperium, and so does Mithrite. So we're on 71,000 dust now. Looks like a couple more turns and we can get the next technology. So let's move straight on. Currently 10 turns into our next Empire plan, and we do have a lot of resources here we can use, so we may as well activate these boosters. Keep our approval rating at fervent throughout the Empire. And actually, instead of chasing that, I might just jump him into a settlement, because that is costing us dust per turn to keep that city or that army upkeep. Not sure it's quite worth the hassle to get to all of the ruins, especially in winter actually. We're probably spending more on upkeep than we are getting from exploring the ruins. So let's just leave it as it is. And summer has arrived, thank God. So we are now on 12,317 dust per turn. So an extra 2k, and we can complete United Empires Council. So now we're waiting about, I would say, 8 turns, and then we have won the game, because we will have all of the Era 6 technologies. Crazy. Okay, so resource booster ended. Don't need the wine one because we have all the others. Okay, so that will do. we will just completely just ignore everything else. Keep moving on. I mean, I don't think there's any way that I can really make this happen any quicker now. This campaign's kind of run off with itself, and I've set it up to the point where we are so close to winning the game. Right. So, looks like the Wild Walkers are close behind. 2 technologies out of the 5 to achieve a science victory. Interesting. Right, let's make sure that these guys have something to build, although I don't think they're going to have time to finish it. And Gulayawa is still captured, so I don't know why it's telling me that they are unassigned. Ifalo can increase the inspirational leader. And if we jump into our heroes, Ayu Ado here doesn't have inspirational leader, so I'm not going to get her back. What about Ifalo Tegret? She does. Let's restore her and put her into the Cal. Wonderful. I also need to give her the accessories. So, get the dust per population. The other ones aren't actually that useful. I just realized. I don't know why I've been giving my heroes the other plus per population, because I don't have any other population on those choices. So they're kind of useless. Anyway, that's put us to 13k per turn. So just speeding things up a little bit more. Hopefully the Wild Walkers can't research 3 technologies in the time it's going to take me to research 1, which would be like 8 turns or even 7 turns now even, because I'm just going to sell all my resources and get to it as soon as I can. So we're going to refuse that alliance again, and we're going to reactivate all these. Fantastic. Yeah, let's just continue. I mean, I'm really looking forward to just ending this campaign now. It's been quite a long one. It's been quite tedious, especially at the start when I was fighting with the necrophages. We took over so many settlements from them though. Like basically all of these ones on the west side of this sort of continent, we took from the necrophages. And look at that, wow. My lord. Is that how long it takes to get to militia level 2? Anyway, yeah, we were killing loads of necrophages for ages, and it did actually slow down our development at the beginning, which I think is why we got behind in score. But the necrophages are horrible to deal with. Let's see. We don't need to worry about any of that. Hero recovered. If we inspect her, she has inspirational leader, so we can assign her to one of these settlements. We'll assign her here. Owusi, there you go. And I think she's leveled up as well. Yep. Okay. So that's fine. Also, we need to give her the dust per population and the security one. But we can't afford that, so never mind. And Empire Plan imminent. Population evolution. Infiltration progress. What are our other spies doing? So it's just this one that has no assignment. I guess I'll just infiltrate. Well, actually, there's no point in infiltrating at this point because I won't get to a high enough infiltration level. So we won't bother wasting influence points on that. We do have one at level 5 here. We're just going to decrease the population. Partially wounded. That's fine. Empire plan in 6 turns. I think we're going to finish the game before then though, but it would have been nice to have that plus 25% dust on cities basically. That would have been so useful. It would have made this so much quicker. But unfortunately I didn't really manage my influence very well. I didn't really think it would come in very handy. Get Imperial News Network there. Going to go ahead and probably sell all of my resources now. So let's go for 10. Sell them all for 90. Again here, we'll sell them all. Wonderful. So that's job done there. We're on 63,000. And we will end the turn. You'll see how much we get of each at the end turn. I think we actually get quite a lot. Yeah, look, 29 titanium, 29 glass steel, 17 adamantium, 4 palladium, 8 mithrite, and 12 hyperium per turn, which is actually pretty good. Especially considering we don't have as many settlements as I would usually go for. I mean, in this playthrough, I've kind of kept it quite conservative. I would normally just go ahead and rampage across the world and destroy everyone, but in this one, I've definitely just gone down the path of like infiltrating other settlements, and it's been really interesting actually. I never thought that I would enjoy it so much. I mean, the Forgotten have been completely different to what I would normally go for. Like with the Broken Lords, I was like basically went for like conquest victory, just destroyed the world. In this one, we played it a lot more conservative. Like all of the nations are alive except from the necrophages because they were annoying me at the start. So yeah, it's quite interesting to see how this game's developed and how I've managed to basically win this game without any major like conflicts really, like again except from at the start. So all my buildings are being finished, but this turn is the turn that we complete the campaign because we can click that button in the top left and get the last technology for science victory. So prisoner released, hero injured, leveled up, but we don't care about any of that because I'm going to click this button and we get science victory in the next turn. So there we go. Let's just end the turn and victory should be ours. And just like that, we have achieved science victory. If we go to the score screen, we should be able to see exactly what was going on. So here we are, guys. Thanks for watching the campaign. Like seriously, guys, this has been quite a wild ride. I was playing this on and off, and we got there in the end. But look at this score from the Wild Walkers. Let's just have a look at what that was. It looks like it was mainly military. A lot of that was military. Then we had expansion. They had a lot more settlements than I did, a lot more population. Their research was slightly better than mine. You can see at this point here, this is where I went from having terrible technology to massively good technology, because that's where I probably bought all of the heroes and just infiltrated and stole everyone else's technology, even though they were ahead of me, which was hilarious. In terms of food, I was way higher than everyone else. In terms of industry, looks like the Wild Walkers were ahead. In terms of dust, look at that, crazy. Science, of course, I didn't have any, so that doesn't really help. Influence, my influence is actually quite high in comparison to other empires. And empire approval, well, at some points mine was terrible, but we got back up there in the end. It looks like most of the nations managed to keep theirs pretty high for the majority of the game. In terms of diplomacy, I don't really know what that's based on, so I can't really say. And in terms of quest victories, well, we got to level 5 in the quest. I wish we could have done more of the quest, but I'll probably just look it up on the Endless Legend wiki. I would suggest you guys do the same if you're interested in the Forgotten Lore, because they are really, really awesome. But that is about it, guys. We used a lot of infiltration to get the technologies and basically catch up. I think the science or research one is the most telling of all of the graphs of how we won this game. So yeah, anyway guys, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next series. Goodbye.